Hello, I'm Can, and welcome back to our Dvar campaign for Age of Wonders Planetfall. Now, before we crack on, I know my schedule's been a bit funny lately. A couple of things have been going on this weekend and up to today, so hopefully tomorrow onwards we should be back on track with daily stuff. Mechanicus are definitely coming tomorrow, so I'm getting this one out today, Mechanicus tomorrow, and it might be, the odd double a day or every other, but that'll come. That'll come. Things are on the right track. But that being said, we've now got our Dvar on the way down towards the government palace, and we do have to contend with the assembly here who have just set up, and I'm wondering if I can launch some sort of desperate, not necessarily desperate, I say, that makes me sound like the war's already lost, but insurgent strike, at the capital and end them before they can be any major threat, because I don't really want the assembly harvesting my little dwarf warriors, or Dvar warriors. So let's have a check, shall we? Let's see what we've got here. So allied units in this colony are making you 200 morale, and they don't suffer penalties from volcanic. That's pretty good. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab the bombard cannons, because bombard. We're fine with happiness, so I'll grab the infrastructure as well. And we've got subjugation ordnance.
Though primitive, blades have always been lethal, especially striking a foe flying at supersonic speed. Orindra Reaver, Syndicate Assassin.
Brilliant. So we've got our Shredder Bomb, which drops in a 1 hex radius AoE, dealing 12 damage, has a very strong chance to apply bleeding to biological and cyborg, which is perfect. It's a very handy little thing at the start. And we've got the Flesher Ammunition, which is basically the same thing but for our troops. So let's have a look at our tech, shall we? We've got these are the ramjets. Okay. We saw that in the assembly one. Now they just pretty much literally just ram, which is fantastic. And we've got this one. So we can deploy trenches. Deploy a pod of reinforcements, spawning 1 trencher unit on the hex target. Okay, so we can summon an extra squad of them. That could be really handy in a bind. And production of the target output colony is increased by 30, but happiness income is reduced by 4. We might have to see about that if there's anything in particular we really want to pump out. And then here for the Promethean tech, the emergency shielding. Deploy protective shield on a target unit, granting 10 shields and thermal immunity for 2 turns. That could be pretty good. And purification field. It's a heal and removes any non-sonic status effects. I think we'll grab that because that could be handy just for our heroes or anything getting a bit of support.
Please don't be alarmed if we ask you to abandon your native holdings. It's nothing personal. Our technology is specifically crafted to fit the Dvar. Our physiology simply doesn't match yours, and you aren't optimized to make the profits our empire requires. Prakova Petrovic, Productivity Safety Manager.
So that's the security bulwark where it helps our allies, and as well as the volcanic terrain issues and all that. That's pretty good. Revised safety regulations. Structures cost 20% less to build. That's definitely one I'm going to want to be grabbing soon, or now actually. And the cost of moving independent armies is reduced by 30%. That's going to be really handy if we have things like on a cosmite deposit and you want them to just bugger off, then that's perfect. Now what I'm going to do, because of we're already so very low on energy, I'm going to go for the energy development first, so we can start getting things improved for that. Combat the Redeemer threat. 4 assembly units, okay. Well, that's right here, so we might actually fight already. And you can start checking this area. I know our... Okay, we'll go there. So the idea was that I'm thinking of probably bringing up this colonizer over here towards the Phantom Mountains, because... Well, actually, do I want to? Maybe Meltdown Crucible Rift. Because of these two, the Ion Storms, I don't have the tech to get rid of them yet. So if I can either settle here or here, maybe, we'll see. And we have Volodny here as well, which is going to also be an issue, so we'll have to be careful with that. Actually, you can go there and prospect. Fantastic. Alright, and let's end the turn. Brilliant. So
Operations available for priming.
Ready to prime. Oh, so that's actually adoption. Okay, we'll get the revised safety regulations for now. So that will be quite helpful, and we'll start moving over. Mephiles
Incoming
insulted
communication.
me. Yeah, he is not particularly happy being with us. Okay. Let's, hello. Right, well, let's actually, go fight him. He's right here. He's got inspectors. Okay. And you're currently on your way down, so hopefully we can get you in there in time. And let's see what we can actually give these forces. We can give you the Fleshit rounds. Okay. We actually give them to the Dvar. We can. See, that is tempting, but they already have a fair bit already. Linebreaker, no. I think I'm going to give it to the Bulwarks if I can. And see if we can be cheeky enough to get the upgrade in for that. and improve our troops, you also need the exploiter module. There we go, so we'll stay put. Prospector can just keep trucking to the fields of snow. We may even start pushing down this way instead, but since I've already committed, I might be cheeky and try and grab here. We'll see. And then you can come down to the daunting stacks. Let's have a look. That actually doesn't have any hostiles. This could be handy then with that happiness in particular. And we can join in through the Eye of the Chimera, this lava pit, but we'll end the turn. Okay, so he's running away. I think we can go after him. Oh. Scanning biomass. Unknown organic. Database updated. Greetings, X-Star Union citizen. We are Autonom, the cognitive fork of the conscientious, omnipresent Regency engine known to you as Core. Present identification. Greetings, machine. We are the Zelezo Dvar. We lay claim to this world's riches. Database update. Zelezo Dvar. Autonom must learn through interactive queries. Current knowledge acquisition is inconclusive. We seek understanding. Data disk recovered. Requires categorization. Autonom analysis ineffective. Biological analysis deviates from autonom thought patterns. Request assistance with identification. Okay, so we can actually choose to help the autonom and begin... Do you know what? We'll accept that. And I think we'll... Let's have a look. Where is it? What's that? Ooh, that's going to be very handy. Yeah, I'm definitely going to queue you up. There we go. And we do have a hero, but so I'm going to leave that for now. Alright, you go here and prospect. And let's bring our colonizer over the mountains. Orders, you keep coming. And we're going to start pushing down, I think. Yeah, I think we're actually in a pretty strong position. We could do this really early. Oop, let's get to the fields of snow and prospect. Okay, so we've got a lot of upgraded troops now. We're going to be far superior. Are they going to be extra Dvar? Oh no. Hello. Okay, well let's actually knock him and his forces quite quickly. Yeah, let's go. A hostile action? Yeah, do you know what? Let's go for it. Come on then. Major Casus Belli. We are in for a treat. Let's see how well our Dvar hold up. Especially with our superior... You know, we should be able to hold and simply just endure a larger number against us. So let's push in. Let's push in. There we go. Especially with these flechette rounds. If I've given them to them. I hope I have. We should be in a really nice spot. So let's get here. Now that we've trenched up. And I love the look of these trenches that you can just hold up. Oh man, it looks really cool. Especially because they've already got their defense as well. They'll heal while they're in here. You know, you can't really root them out unless you really put the effort into it. So let's keep going up. There we go. I actually didn't give you any upgrades. Okay, that's odd. I was sure I would have. Right. Well, let's trench you up here. And end the turn. And you should not hope... oh dear. Right. Well, let's run you here. That was a bit of an impatient click on my part. You can stay put now. And we'll keep you here. And in fact, if I can run you here, why not? There we go. That's how we'll do it. We'll take cover. So we should be able to shred a bomb this group here now. I do want to try it out. Although, given our energy and what we might be facing, I don't know if that's particularly wise. So we'll overwatch for one more turn. Let them draw in a bit closer. See if we can bait them out. Settle here. Go on, you just wait and we'll fix up what's going on this end. So you come over. And we'll bring up the Dvar here. Okay, we've overwatched. And we'll see if they don't, then we'll start pushing in. And here they go. Oh, that's pretty nasty. I do not appreciate that. Oh, we've almost killed them already.
Enemy annihilated.
Okay, well, you're out of it already. Marvellous. Let's just concuss you. We staggered at least, so that's something. We are going to need to keep pushing up, though. Oh, no, we can... Let's get him. Fantastic. I don't think we can actually heal you. Let's have a look. Yeah, we can't heal you, so... And I should have really motivated you first. Which is my fault. I didn't really think about that. But let's keep going. Okay, so he's completely staggered. He can do absolutely nothing now, which is marvellous. I am worried about this lightning rider coming along. So I'll stick you here. I'll stick you in there. And we'll try and... We'll see what happens. But if I can start shimmying down... Am I not in range yet? No. You will be here, though, so let's let's start knocking out this lighter right, I think. That's going to be the most important thing. So I run here, and can I concuss you? You for sure. Okay, fantastic. We've knocked that out. Now, we might take a bit of damage on this end. You're not a threat, you're not a threat. So it's just this lightning rider that's currently dangerous to us, I guess. You can't actually not just take a shot. We might as well. Run along. And I'm going to incentivize the boss. There we go. And then you can... Can you get them here? You can. Brilliant. Let's take a shot. Alright, so we did decent damage. Shouldn't die. I say shouldn't, I hope. That should be okay. That should be okay. We'll be alright. Yeah. Perfect. Right, well this is basically them done now. Provided you can actually hit them. Because we will have the boss, or the hero back. Yeah. So they're right there now, so we can then turn our Dvar here on them. There we go.
Enemy hero killed.
So that's one down, and we can turn these two trenches on this hero here. Fantastic. And if they survive, I'll just shredder bomb them. I'll pay out for that. Let's see if we can get him. Yep, okay, we've got this guy.
Enemy commander down.
Marvelous. And we'll end this fight with a bang. There we go.
Enemy annihilated.
Straight on your head.
Victory.
Now that's gonna be really handy because a lot of the two of their heroes died. Their faction leader, and we didn't take that much damage. You took a bit of a shot from Mephiles, but otherwise this is perfect. They've all leveled up. Here we go. You speak of redemption, yet you forge abominations of flesh and steel just like yourself. Why condemn others to an existence you seek to escape? The second generation is nothing like us, Dvar. They are tools. No true life was ever breathed into them. No soul. I do what I must for the redemption of my kind. A plight I'm sure you can sympathize with. We are nothing like your kind. Our ancestors carved out new homes from the barren rocks of the harsh frontier. Pride and reverence are the least they deserve. You and your abominations, on the other hand, have not earned your place in the universe. We will purge you with fire and melt your metal constructs into pickaxes and mining carts.
Objective completed.
Oh, what a jab, right. So we're going to basically disassemble the assembly. And I do believe we have the purifier, which makes me very happy. We can't get you yet, sadly, but what can we build? Because we've got you, so anything we build now is going to have additional armor, which I love. We will just grab the recreational dome, just to be sure, and gradually cross this. And we'll start making our way up down here. The filthy mountains. Lovely. And let's head to the... No, okay, we're not going there. Never mind. What are you? 340. Ah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. That marauder camp isn't really much of a worry. So you're fine here. You're gonna be okay because you should be in range. So yeah, we could also, well, we could wipe out the could wipe them out already. We've got our hero upgrades. What do you want? You're done there. What's required, and you've got experience. 6 points. What should we give you? Hidiness training? 2 resistance to status effects. So things like stagger and things like that, especially against the assembly where their arc shots can. That can be very helpful. Incentivize maybe. Plasma surge. I'd be terrified seeing a bulwark do that. Maybe not. You're not going to be in there. Stubborn. Stagger immunity. Possibly. Thermal resistance. So I think I'm actually just going to go for Watchman, so you're more accurate with it. And I'll also give you Range Specialist, so 10% more damage as well. Brilliant. And if I have a look at you, you haven't leveled up, but I'm going to give you some ammunition. So let's give you the flechette rounds, because you're going to be quite... In fact, let's have a look. You will do less damage, won't you? Yeah. But it is arc. I think for now I'll keep you with the Imperial Sniper. It suits you more. Yeah, we'll keep that. Let's have a look at you. You've got the flechette. You're all fine. You're fine. Yeah, nothing you need. I'm not going to give you the flechette rounds because there might be something I want to stick on you later. We've got the safety regulations, which is perfect. And let's end the turn. Safe battle. Do you know what then? I'll auto-resolve that. There we go. Absolutely savaged it. Oh, hello. You trespass in the territory of House Antares. We know from prior dealings that the Dvar are too stubborn to accept peaceable trading agreements. We warned you once before. There will not be a third warning. We are not Rasvet. I am Boris Zelezo of the Zelezo Dvar Consortium. We've denied no such offer. Perhaps we can come to an understanding where the Rasvet would not. You're bold, Boris Zelezo. I like that. We seek someone on this world, a man of our house named Mordecai Antares. He came here after witnessing a vision, and he has no doubt gotten himself into trouble already. If you find him and convince him to return home, we will compensate you handsomely. This Mordecai reminds me of you, Father. Regardless, we must be careful when dealing with the Syndicate. They are rarely reliable. You are correct, Inessa, but this House Antares seem to be driven by nobler motivations. Let's find this Mordecai, and we will need allies if we are to enforce our claim on this world. It's the Lost Brother, so we can find Mordecai over here, which I'm going to do... Hello. I'm going to do some more prospecting, and eventually once we've cleared up the assembly here, we will go grab him. So I'm going to run up and grab you. So next turn we can then push in to attack Unix 8G. So he demands Cosmite... See, I need the energy. It's a fair deal. Do you know what? For the sake of the energy, I'll say yes. But I don't want to pay him anymore.
When travelling through Promethean lands, stay close to agents who can deploy tactical protective technologies. I've watched the world around me devoured in an inferno as I pass through unharmed. Mar Regnib, fleeing through Promethean fire.
Brilliant, so we've got the healing and sort of status effect remover and emergency shielding, so that's going to be fantastic against any psi monsters or forces, especially with shields, because they can't pass through it. But for now, do you know what? I think I'm going to work on the drudges for a chance to call in an extra troop. And I think that might be kind of like the... there's an ability we've got for the Kirko Spawn Emergent. I think that might be the equivalent. And then we'll see about getting some ramjets, new vehicles. So we'll get that in the way. You're fine. I would love to say yes to you, actually, but thinking about it, we've already got a fair few bulwark forces. So I'll request another one and we'll see what kind of interesting stuff we get. And I'll keep you along. So let's keep you going. Let's have a look what we can build. Let's get the infrastructure and the bulwark one up. Here we go. So we may very well just obliterate these guys, which I'm more than happy with. We've healed up. Oh yeah, these guys are definitely in trouble. Let's go. It's a safe battle, but I am going to fight this, you know, just so we can personally deal with the assembly. There we go. Yeah, look, I mean, I love the look at the back of the terrain there, and it's a shame we can't turn the camera up because it'd be really nice to look at. But it's like a gigantic spire, which is cool. So let's get our forces up. They don't have any turrets, so I'm not afraid to just walk up and trench down and tell them to come at me. So let's stick you here. Yep, you stay put, hunker down. You can come here. So we've got a nice little trench line. Enough gaps for our bulwarks to go through. And we'll go here, Overwatch. Go here and Overwatch. And we'll stick our foreman in the middle. Brilliant. Now it does look like most of this is going to be focused on the middle. So if I just run over and also hunker down. So we have a very nice chunk of fortifications. And I'm actually going to put these two next to each other. Just because of this little region. And so that there'd be a nice little pain in the ass as well. Which will please me immensely. And I'll stick the bulwark here. Just so you can watch over them. We'll get our hero along. And I don't think he's going to be able to do much. So let's bring him over with the bulwark. And same for our foreman. And we'll bring over some troops here as well. Just to watch the back. Though they won't trench up. Ooh. Okay, so they do have... We'll need to watch out for those electrocutioners. But... other than that, I think we'll be alright.
Operations available.
Yeah, if we kill them, there won't be much issues. So let's try and take a shot at you. We missed, damn. Right, well, let's get rid of you. And take you out. Oh, I can't actually hit you. Okay, well, let's take a shot at you. Fantastic. And we'll get you. Brilliant.
Enemy down.
So the Inspector's gone. Let's get over here. Run this way and trench up. It's just a pain in the ass. There we go. So anything trying to come around us will be denied. We'll try and take out you with our forces, and then I'm just going to push the bulwarks up and just let the trenches here cover us.
Payback.
So let's go. Just out of range. Okay. Oh, that was pretty handy. Let's try and get you. Alright, not too bad of damage. Not too bad. I think I'm going to incentivize our hero again. And with the power he gave us, I'm actually going to drop it on you. There we go. Just to try and cause you some grief. And I think that's everything, so let's end the turn. Oh. I forgot the trenches actually heal us up, so as long as we stay in these, they shouldn't be any threat whatsoever. Okay, well let's get rid of you. There we go.
Enemy annihilated.
The biggest threat is gone. Oh, you cheeky bugger. Right. Get out of here.
Enemy killed.
Try and get rid of you. And then
Enemy
we can
eliminated.
kill you. Lovely little crit. Okay. So let's leave that for now then. You can stay put. You can try and take shots. Not too bad, not too bad. Can we finish you off though? I think so.
Enemy
Yes,
killed.
we can. Blast you out of the way.
Enemy down.
Oh, and a very lovely crit. And maybe. No? They'll be dead next turn. They can't fix the heal from that. And I think we'll go here. And we'll heal ourselves. I can't, can I? No, I can't. And you'll be fine, so let's end the turn. Oh, wow.
Enemy
Okay, you
destroyed.
actually managed to crit us. Right, well, let's just heal you up then. Stick you back together. And let's get you out of the way. Provided we actually do some damage. There we go.
Enemy down.
Boom.
Enemy down.
That was very heck. That was brilliant.
Our forces are victorious.
Yes, we were. And some more experience as well. Our trenches are doing fantastic. I'm really liking them. The fact that we just held there, healed up, and just took everything. It's brilliant. Do not mistake my defeat for your victory. You may not realize it yet, but you stand alone, Zelezo. We will meet again. And when we do, you will understand the meaning of my words. A threat sounds very empty when every word is poisoned. Mephiles may have fled, but I suspect we will have the opportunity to settle this in due time. Wow, sorry about that. For now, he will no longer stand in our way. And we have defeated the Assembly already. And we do get their city, which gives us access to the Assembly tech and the troop tree. So I'm not too sure how. Ooh, that could be handy. And what do we got? Mountains of Virtue. Oh yes, you are giving me the energy that I very much need. Perfect. So I'm not too sure if I'm going to build any assembly units, because we did just do a massive campaign of them. I really want to focus on the Dvar. However, that being said, I'm definitely going to invest in their technology, because if I go here, there's a little drop down. Click on the assembly, and I get access to all of their tech up here. So that means things like their doctrines, their tactical abilities, the sample collection, everything like that is available to me now, which I think is going to be very, very handy. It's not the best stuff for them, but things like the Constrictor, the Supercharger Vehicle, or the Adhesive Artillery. Which one was this one? That's not too bad, it's just a purge. But sample collection in particular, I'm going to like, because it's a nice little boost to our tech, or science research. But we have conquered the assembly so very swiftly. Now then, I'm going to grab Siege Master, because obviously if you get damage resistance when in cover, yeah, and these guys, if they trench up, it's just insane. It's insane. So I think I'm going to grab Purification Field for you, actually, because you'll be hanging back a lot. So that's perfectly fine. I'm not sure what I want to do with our Promethean guy yet, because they look cool. I just need an army for them, and I don't really have the energy to afford a second army. I have another Bulwark. That's awesome. I'm getting slightly sidetracked. Yeah, no, that's brilliant. Fantastic. Give me another Bulwark. So that's 2 units of an army done. We've got our force here, so we can actually colonize. There we go. So we are going to be on our 3rd city already, just by defeating the assembly. Now, I need to think. I might have to send Inessa. I'm going to send Inessa over to... Actually, no, do you know what? I'm going to send you both over. I'm not going to do that kind of shenanigans. I've been too overconfident before. Do we have a time on that? We don't. So what I'll do, I'll head over here. And on the way, we'll do the government palace and sort that out. The Maze Delta. There we go. So I think this is all fine. Yep. And on the way, if Volodny wants to be a pain in the ass. Hello. Father, the research team has completed the analysis of the data disk. It's a hollow-tethered theater disk, manufactured for the ancient Stadia Arcadia. This one contains hollow performances from a band named Null Behavior. It was imprinted in a Stadium Arcadium not far from here. The original recording might still be there. Even if the Autonom still won't understand, they might be grateful. Let us hope so. Not as useful as I would have hoped, but maybe we can gain their trust, regardless of the disk's contents. Let's share what we know with the Autonom. Processing. Analysis inconclusive. Require further data. Stated terminal. Stadium Arcadium. Recover original imprint of data. Source code might provide only solution to inquiry. Okay.
Objective completed.
So we've done that one, and we can... Oh, that's very handy. That's very handy indeed. So I'm going to just throw all of my original production straight to that. We will unlock assembly tech, yeah, so that's fine. I'm going to send the Dvar this way, the bulwark as well. So if I can get these two to help defend that, that'll be pretty handy, having a bulwark there. And let's go. I'm not going to worry too much about trash mods because I want to get there quickly before what's-his-face starts being a pain in the ass. Transport colony to Pelenev. Yes, please. Wow, that's fantastic. Okay, what's that? Oh, it's only the Marauder stuff. Okay. Bridal Orchid, we'll grab you. So we can... Do you know what? I think actually if I put these two there, we're not in actually any real danger. So we can manage this, I think. And let's just keep checking out what's what over here. Prospecting. And let's end the turn. So that does mean we're going to get access to the Autonom things, which is nice. The Autonom aren't my favourite faction in this. I think they're very interesting, but I'm very much a fan of the Paragon. I love the idea of these like cyborg zombies unable to die because of implants that force them to keep fighting and whatnot, which is always really, really cool. And with the new DLC coming out, it looks very interesting. You have a choice of what you can awaken or whatever. I'm not going to go too into it until it actually comes out because I'm definitely going to be playing that a considerable amount. So alongside this Dvar campaign, we'll be getting to see what exactly is happening with that story, since there's a new campaign and whatnot. So we've got the Drudges.
Whether it be from the workers or the very god of this planet, it's a universal truth. We can always extract more. All it takes is a heart of unbreakable steel. Dvar Lord Tog Nugget.
What a name. Fantastic. Tog Nugget. So factory overdrive, get 30% 30 production boost to the colony, but they get a bit unhappier, and deploy the trenches. So if we ever find ourselves in a bind, we can crack on with that. Now then, let's have a look. Do I want the ramjets? I think the ramjets could be interesting. I think we fought them before, and those particular missiles they shot at us were really, really annoying. So I'm all game for getting hold of those myself. You're fine there. We've got energy development.
Electronic mechanisms employed by the Empire appear to have developed a passive-aggressive attitude towards abuse. If a device is mishandled, it may drain more energy than allotted in system specs. We suspect automaton activists to be responsible. Nonetheless, it's good to upgrade your infrastructure. Tate Oric, productivity conspiracist.
Brilliant. So any energy sectors we've got, like the two at the assembly city already, that's going to have a massive boost. The assembly line, so energy, so it's like 10% energy cost reduction for the modded units, which is brilliant, and the instantly completing one. Okay, so that'd be pretty good. So I think we'll want to get hold of. We get some area surveillance so we can get some more doctrines going on, because I know I was very, I ended up there. Let's try that again. I got to a point where I was unable to do pretty much anything against the enemy in terms of operations wise, because they were just too good. I was considerably outclassed, so I don't want to fall behind on that this time, because I'm sure the Dvar have all sorts of shenanigans to enjoy. Let's head to the Argon Alps. Yeah. Got another hero. You look awesome, but for now I'll say no. I don't want to splash out too much.
Operations available for priming.
It's going to take 3, right? Yeah, because we don't have the operation points rose. I think I'll grab that and prime it, just so it's ready to go. And we'll have a look at... What's that, Warmonger? Okay. let's have a look. Where are we? We've all moved. Now, I think this is going to be a good place to settle now. We've got like a trio of cities already. We've got our capital city of Gavrilosk. We've got our second city of Palinev right near Razvet. So that could be seeing a lot of frontline combat if things, well, when things do kick off eventually. We've also got the Assembly city that we took off from the coastline, which is going to give us a nice little position down here, especially if we want to come along here. So we're in a nice little chunk of power, especially if we want to conquer all of this. I'm not sure if we'll actually have the range to, but we can always throw in a city at the Glacial Forest or something, or I don't know, the Basalt Prairie or whatever, just to make it a nice little secure chunk. But thank you all for watching. I hope you're enjoying this Dvar playthrough. I'm loving how they play, and I kind of wish I'd played them earlier. So until the next time, I will see you on the next video. Goodbye.